Hi everyone, it's Joe. Welcome back to another ramble. It is 11:31 p.m., 11:32 p.m. on Thursday, February 5th. And of course the time had to change just as I was saying it, so... anyway, things haven't been the quietest, but they also haven't been too bad, so we're gonna try and squeeze it in right now, which is why it's so late. Things just haven't been very quiet. Anyway, let us kick things off. So last night I ended the ramble, and then I got in bed and watched The Wire. Very exciting stuff, I know. So I woke up today, let's see, it's Thursday? Okay, yeah, so I woke up today at like 6, and I actually managed to stay awake. Hold on, give me 1 sec. Sorry about that, just had a little coughing fit. I was trying to silence as much of it as I could. So, anyway, I woke up at like 6, and, I got up, I got dressed, and then I left here at about 8:20, I think. Then I went to the food place and got breakfast. And then I was like really early to class. So, I'm sitting out there in the hallway, and then somebody let us into the classroom. Teacher came in shortly after, and then lecture started like 5 minutes later. So he was teaching us actual programming today in Racket, and then he assigned the first project. Well, he told us it would be posted. It wasn't actually posted until about 9:54 p.m., but it was posted eventually. So I had that class, and then I was really tired. It was bad. Well, I guess I shouldn't have brought that up because it made me yawn, so that's always fun. So I went to the cafe and I got an iced pistachio latte, thinking it would help me wake up. I don't really think it did, but it was good, so... Let's say, but coffee never wakes me up. I only drink it because I think it tastes good. Well, depending on the flavor and whatnot. So after that, I went and sat in the hallway for a bit, watched more of The Wire, and then I went up and waited outside of Earth History. And I was talking to Nick, and then the teacher came the teacher from Earth Systems that I had last semester came and let us in. So we went in there, and the professor for Earth History was in shortly after. And basically she told us that this paper that we had done that was due on Tuesday, all the groups, basically did it wrong, because we were supposed to have you'd find a question that has multiple answers, and then each for instance, there's a question on our paper about how the grasslands are the reason that the earth is cooled. So the alternate perspective would be that no, it's not just the grasslands, it's mainly the glaciers and the ice sheets. So you have conflicting multiple viewpoints. Well, none of the groups really did that. They all kind of agreed with one another. So she decided that she didn't feel that we were ready to do the next step, so she extended the deadline of this assignment and is having us resubmit. So I think for my group it's due Sunday at 11:59. I don't know about everybody else. So I need to look into the grassland cooling thing. So that's a little annoying, but at least she's giving us a chance to do better. So then I had my meeting at 2:30, but I ended up showing up around 2 because I was just gonna be early, and she was already there. So we started our meeting early, and I'm not gonna get into the whole thing because it's a lot. And I don't really want to get into it tonight. I've already gotten into it 3 times, and I'd really rather not. So the short of it is that she was helping me apply to a place to intern, and she made some decisions that I find rather questionable. However, I will not disclose them. And like at one point, like she needed me to at one point she mentioned that when I go to an interview or whatever, I need to look presentable. So she was like, yeah, if you have a beard, shave it or keep it trimmed or whatever. If you're gonna like shave it all the way off, like shave it all the way off, whatever. And then she's like, yeah, maybe get a haircut. So like I jokingly was like, oh, what do you mean? I like resonate professionalism. Let's be real, we know I don't. But then like it's just blunt, immediate answer of just no, like you don't. And I hate to say it, but I was personally offended by this statement. Because honestly, I mean, I don't dress professionally. Like, I wear shorts and t-shirts and thigh highs. Like, it's not like that is not. But also, like, dude, I wasn't like I wasn't in a professional setting. Like I can dress professionally when I need to. I don't know. Maybe I'm just taking it too literally, but so there was that. And then also, at one point she needed to know my supervisor at Walmart, and I, since there are multiple CSMs and they have like changed over the years that I have worked there, I didn't know who it is right now. Because there are 4 of them and you get assigned one of them. So I'm trying to find that on the app and I'm struggling to find it. So she asked me, she's like, can you just call the store? So I ended up calling them, and I hit the button to talk to the store operator, and I ended up talking to the front end customer service desk, which, I work very closely with as a front end employee. And we're on hold because the team lead is out helping a customer put groceries in their car, which in my opinion is a very good reason. So we're sitting there on hold, and the lady I'm working with starts like being like, okay, I need to go, like I have other people I need to see, like I need to leave, but like she can't leave mid application. So she's telling me, that she has to leave, which is unfortunate. However, we are on hold and she needs to wait. So then she's like, well, why don't you ask the lady at the front end, like at the service desk, who my manager is? Like, she's not gonna know. And I told her this. I'm like, we're not talking to the operator anymore. We are currently on hold. We're not talking to anyone. And I said, even if we were, I said the person at the front desk will not have this info. So we're on hold and we're waiting, and like and I understand she has places to be, and I'd be stressed out too. But she's going, well, I have been, I have worked with Walmart before in the past, and I have interacted with them, and you always have to wait on the phone forever, and you're always on hold and never answer the phone. Okay, listen, I work at Walmart, so I feel that I am allowed to say things about the policies and the way people, act, and whether or not they answer the phone, like whatever. But I work there, so I see it firsthand. Or I have dealt with it personally, whatever. Here's the thing. There have been times where I have called or people have called, and they, people take 8 years to answer. Difference is, somebody answered. We are on hold because a customer is in need of assistance. I don't care who you are. If the customer needs help, you help them. And anybody else can wait their turn. Quite frankly, that also irritated me quite a bit. And she's like, she's going on about Walmart. And I said, oh, I get it. And I looked at her, I said, I work there. Like, I am an active employee. We have called my store. I work there. I know. I'm sorry. That too, it just really works me up. Because it's like, okay, if nobody was answering the phone, like just in general, okay, sure. But somebody did answer. We were on hold. And like, we were going to get assistance. We just had to wait our turn. So then she ended up trying to call them, and she got put on hold. Like, she couldn't even get through to where I got to, presumably because I was already on hold. And so then she was just like, just hang up. So I hung up, and she's all irritated. And I ended up finding it on the app. They just moved it from me. Like, they moved it on me, and it took me a minute to find it. But I found it. So we got that sorted out. It's just like, I just couldn't believe it. It's not how you behave. It's not professional in the slightest. I'm sorry, you need to wait your turn. I understand you have places to be in, you're on time crunch, whatever. However, today, she didn't strike me as the most professionally prepared either. Like, she forgot my file with all of my information. Like, I'm sorry, but that irritates me beyond belief. She needs to wait. Customers are getting assisted, and she needs to wait her turn. I'm sorry, tangent over. As somebody who works in customer service at Walmart and loves to be of assistance to the customers, even when they're a little grumpy, I always try to make things as smooth as possible. I like being of assistance to them. It just irritates me when, like, we were getting help, when you just had to wait your turn. As somebody who deals with customers who get impatient, unfortunately, they just need to learn to wait their turn. And most of the time, whenever I have they're always pretty nice about it. They're always pretty chill. Well, apparently she's not. So the meeting literally went for 2 hours, and it was terrible. After that, I just kind of de-stressed. Like, just kind of vibed for a little bit, like, listening to music and stuff. And then I went and got sushi. Then I was going to stop at the convenience store on campus, or at my dorm, I guess. I was going to stop. And I was going the way that, like, I could just get in from the outside, because I was already, like, out and about. Except the sidewalk is covered in snow, and I'm unable to access the store from that entrance. That's great. So instead I had to go back the long way into the building, into my dorm building, down the elevator, and out that way, which, is fine. It just, since I was already outside, I would have rather taken the shorter path. Which was just a little irritating. But then I came back here, and I, thought about everything I needed to do, and came to the conclusion that I could have a bit of a break tonight, which was nice. I watched the new episode of Jujutsu Kaisen, because apparently new episodes come out on Thursdays, not Wednesdays. It was a very, very good episode. I know yesterday I wasn't... I said that the most recent episode wasn't my favorite. This episode was very good. Sorry, I feel like I'm making gross mouth sounds, and I don't know what's causing it, and I'm just trying to make it stop, and I'm failing horrendously. I'm really sorry. Then I watched the 2-episode Kaguya-sama Love is War Stairway to Adulthood episodes, and I enjoyed them. I'm still a little mad they cut a bunch of the manga, but I enjoyed the episodes all the same. After that, I hopped in the shower, and here we are. So, also, my Hot Topic now says it'll be here Saturday, which means I won't see it till Monday, which is also when my socks are arriving, I think, and my tights and stuff. So that's fun. Also today, I had my pajamas finally shipped. They are currently far, far away, but they'll be here. And then also, I think back in April of last year, I ordered, on PlayAsia, I ordered a limited edition Otome game, a pre-order, and then I also got a Miku figure because free shipping or something. So the figure came out a while ago. It was for Chinese New Year, I think, of last year. But the game is finally releasing, and since the game hadn't released yet, they didn't ship the packages out, so things are finally getting shipped. Similarly to my pajamas, very far away, nowhere near here. It'll be here eventually, and also that's going to the house, so even when it gets here, it needs to be brought to me. But it'll be here eventually. But I think I've touched on everything I wanted to cover tonight, and I have to go to bed really soon because stupid 8 a.m. class tomorrow, so yeah, I am going to go ahead and end things here. I do feel like I'm forgetting something, so if I think of it, it'll probably go into tomorrow's. By the way, I did not do the video on the manga yet. Goodnight Poon, Volume 1. Like I said, if time permitted, time most definitely did not permit today because I got stuck in a 2-hour meeting that I thought was going to be half an hour. and that just made things pile on and take longer than they needed to. Anyway, if you liked listening to it, leave feedback, any comments below. Subscribe and turn on post notifications to stay up to date on things I post. Follow me on Twitter if you feel so inclined to do so. Link for that is in the description below, as always. Darn it, I did it again. I don't like saying "as always" there. I use it for the next transition. Dang it. Okay, I gotta work on this. I changed the thing about Twitter, and it's throwing everything off. Anyways, don't forget. Your support means the world to me, and I love you all. But most importantly, I miss my bestie more than anyone else in this entire world. I cannot wait until I get to talk to Brianna, hang out with her, and just I don't know, just have fun bestie times with her. But I will be back tomorrow with another ramble. Until then, bye.